Greetings, fam. So, in the second installment of Black History Today, I want to go into the story of Bill Cosby. And I call this Bill Cosby, What the Hell? Because truly, the story, it was magnificent and then it went to hell. Further ado, Bill Cosby, he was born in 1937 in a housing project in Philadelphia to parents who were far from financially well off. In fact, the young William Henry Cosby Jr. shined shoes and worked at local supermarket to help his family make ends meet. His early life was touched by tragedy when one of his four brothers died, and he, the oldest, became a father figure. Bill Cosby was once known to millions as America's dad, but the comedian has now been sentenced to 3 to 10 years in jail after being convicted of sexual assault. Now, accounts of his school years portray a joker and a storyteller who loved to entertain his classmates. After school, he joined the U.S. Navy, then went to university and had a part-time job as a bartender. It was here that he found his way into comedy, filling in for a club comedian and laying the path for his future fame. His debut on NBC's The Tonight Show in 1963 led to a recording contract with Warner Brothers and the release of a series of award-winning comedy albums. He played, excuse me, He played Alexander Scott, an undercover agent posing as a tennis instructor alongside Robert Culp, who played fellow agent Kelly Robinson. And this was in the television series I Spy. Cosby wasn't originally in line for the role, which was intended for an older actor, but producer Sheldon Leonard had been wowed by the comedian's stand-up routine and decided to rewrite the show as a buddy comedy. Premiering during a time of great upheaval for race relations in the United States. Remember, this was the 60s, so there was a lot of negativity going on between races during that time. As a result, the show was banned on some stations in the South. But Cosby went on to earn 3 consecutive Best Actor Emmys for his role. And that's a record that still stands to this day. The Cosby Show, which was launched by NBC in 1984 and aired for 8 seasons, was his biggest success and established him as a household name. Now, based on his stand-up routines, Cosby's portrayal of an educated, affluent doctor, Cliff Huxtable, and the trials of raising 5 young children drew parallels with his own life. His TV wife, Claire, was loosely based on his own wife, Camille, whom he married in 1964. One of the most popular shows of the 1980s, the sitcom was watched by about 30 million viewers each week. By 1989, Bill Cosby was earning $4 million a month in syndication rights alone. When the show was canceled in 1992, Cosby embarked on a number of projects, including film roles, but was never able to emulate the success of this particular show, which was his star vehicle. In 2013, he received rave reviews for his first TV stand-up show in 30 years, which led to a national tour. But his comeback fell apart as several women came forward with allegations of sexual assault going back almost 30 years. The accusations first surfaced in 2005 when Andrea Constan, a staff member at Cosby's former university, said she had been drugged and molested by the star at his home. A year earlier. Prosecutors declined to press charges, citing lack of evidence, but Ms. Constan filed a civil case against the comedian. 13 women, 12 of whom were anonymous, agreed to be witnesses, each with a similar account of sexual assault. Cosby denied the accusations, which his lawyer called preposterous, and the case was settled out of court in 2006 for an undisclosed sum. But shortly afterwards, previously unseen court papers from 2005 came to light and showed that he, Bill Cosby, had admitted to obtaining sedatives to give to young women that he wanted to have sex with. The accusations disrupted his hopes of a return to show business. Cable station TV Land pulled repeats of The Cosby Show. Some of his stand-up shows were called off, and the protesters showed up to the ones that he still put on. His statue was removed from the MGM Hollywood Studio Park in Florida, and several colleges removed the honorary degrees they had given him. The Cosby trial became one of the first celebrity trials of the Me Too era. And the decision by the judge to allow 5 more women to testify against him was a key development. On this occasion, the jury of 5 women and 7 men took 2 days to find the comedian guilty on all 3 counts of sexual assault. Months later, he was sentenced to a total of 3 to 10 years in state prison. Okay, fam, enjoy life and do good, and please remember to bless the ministry. Lord, I thank you for the subscribers. I thank you for those who tune into the channel. I thank you for those who bless the ministry, Lord. I thank you for those who would if they could and those who do. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen.